Oh, God. Relax. TikTok. She bouncing on my car. She like it a lot when I play the slots. Hit the spot, clean it with a mop.
Make it drop. Make them bodies drop.
Making bodies drop.
3 a.m. when I run up to the spot. Like me. Yeah.
Everybody booking, running like there's ops.
Better run away. I don't play. Boy, I keep a Drake.
Crazy homies wanna stay.
I got sweets. A whole bunch of candy.
Pickings in the streets. And these cute girls could ruin my life.
She said, yo, badass always had a thick of sweets. Guess that's why I'm so hot in the streets. Whoa. Why you still have the chat when you had?
What? Because you're gay. I'm pansexual, so I can say it like that.
Well.
Well.
Let's get out there like.
Welcome back to Out of Podcast. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
I just did.
Alright. We want Mr. Trev to run the show today, it seems. I just had a couple things that popped into my head, so I'll tell you what. Well, you said you had some current events too.
Yeah, okay. It really can be at any time. I did more of a monologue type thing, so the only current events that I really had.
Hit the monologue, G.
Alright. I got up this morning and I listened to episode 1 and 2. Two twice.
Really?
Yeah. To kind of. It's a good recap.
Fair.
You know.
Fair. Props to you for taking the time to do that.
Oh no, I mean that's what you gotta do if we want to,
Keep getting better, yeah.
Yeah, take it seriously and everything like that. And I'll be honest, I was more impressed than I thought I would be.
Really?
Yeah.
Episode.
I mean, not to, count us down.
Did you like it better with the video, or did you like it better with just the audio?
I like the video, obviously. But
Do you think it would be better if we put the video up or left just the audio?
they're both good.
They're both good.
Yeah,
Both
the problem is the video, the one I saw on Spotify, I don't have a count or anything. The quality is just low. I don't know if that's.
It's just because of the way the TikTok's format is. That's literally the reason why. TikTok's VOD format is absolutely garbage. That's why I'm thinking the best bet might just be to do audio.
Oh, okay. What if you did like a YouTube setup with and then you stripped audio?
Well, I have Twitch and not Twitch, OBS, so I could just record it.
Oh, I remember OBS from the day.
Yeah, I like using OBS. OBS is great. What do you got here?
But yeah, the only thing that I kind of noticed is like every other podcast, you just have to be careful about talking over. So that's the headphones are the whole point to.
Yeah.
But when you don't have them, sometimes comments will get mixed in laughter and.
Yeah. Also, no independent mics is a big problem too.
It wasn't. I thought that would be more of an issue, but your mic is pretty damn good.
Yeah, the Yeti's pretty good. I can't even I appreciate that. That's one of the things that Miles left here. He gave to me was that mic.
Okay.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. But yeah, so what else? What else over here? Did you have anything interesting happen throughout your day today?
Well, today, so I got up in the morning and I kind of listened to both the podcasts. I wasn't anxious. It was just I was pretty impressed and like we had talked about the format and everything like that. So it just kind of something I was thinking was maybe do sort of a little monologue. Maybe if like I have a little bit of time or something I was kind of thinking some advice that I would throw out since I'm kind of the older generation I think here.
That's what I really want to do with the show as a whole. So I think that's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I want to go into current events, but, kind of start off with a little bit of a monologue, if that's cool.
Yeah.
And, I'm talking to the camera a little bit, and the kids nowadays, I was listening to one of the podcasts, and you're like, the youngsters nowadays, and I thought to myself, motherfucker, you're a youngster. Like, when you're calling... I remember the one day some dude pulled over, he had like an Audi RS8, the one that like a nice ass Audi in South America. Comes out of the car, he's like, yo, sir. And I'm like, sir? And I was probably like 33, 34. I was like, what the, sir? And yeah, he was like a 17, 18-year-old kid, but that first time, yeah.
I get called sir today.
This is some of these kids. I remember when I first started working in the cannabis industry, and everyone was older than me. Everyone was older than me because I was 22. I just got started. Now I walk in, go to work, and it's like, God, you can buy weed now. Like, you're old enough to buy weed,
Yeah, like... when they started to get into the 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird...
That was a trip.
It's like, you were born a year after I graduated high school.
So was it like 2004 right now?
Yeah, I graduated in 98. High school, 99.
Fucking hell, man. That's wild, man.
But one of the things I kind of wanted to talk about was... We've talked a lot about how things are just going to get weird in the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, things are just kind of new techs. They're on the cusp.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
AI is going to start to be able to integrate with everything, and we know all this.
It's in the works right now.
Yeah, it's like the other day I was watching a video that kind of threw me off. It was kind of funny to me, but they actually were trying to scare people a little bit. Because they showed this dude from Japan wearing these, gloves that was controlling a robot stocking shelves. And they're like, this guy makes $3.25 an hour. He'll, beware of your job. I'm like, by the time that motherfucker gets hired, the robot will have AI that will know how to stock a shelf by itself. I'm not worried about that dude. In fact, that dude needs to be worried about his job.
For real.
So things are going to get wild.
Mm-hmm.
And, AI will be able to work for 24 hours. It's
no human rights issues. If you think about it, like, no human rights issues with a robot. Like, it will become, I feel like, appealing, but, like, also, like, ingenuity goes out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the great things about having human workers is that insight and intuition that a human being can have. Plus the understanding of emotional capacities, which, I mean, you can train a robot to do.
Not even train. I mean, who's to say that they don't have real emotions as real as ours?
True.
That's such an arguable point, which would be a whole nother 10 podcasts.
Can't argue with that. Honestly, because, like, honestly, who's to say, they do have feelings, they could absolutely have feelings,
That'd be wicked. Imagine X walking up.
Imagine, like,
but they're designed, they're designed like our human brain, so.
The question is it is built off of a human neural network. You're absolutely right. Well, that's what they want. Anyway. They want to see.
Well, the reason they did it is because it's the most efficient.
Yeah.
But
we also have, we have the example of the neural network to work with, which is, You know, I think it's only
like
fair
a roadmap, yeah.
that we design intelligence in the mirror of ourselves, and in all honesty, is a big form of ego.
Playing God.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, kind of thinking on those lines, somebody I mentioned before, Tim Dillon. Love the guy.
Yeah.
Him and I just connect on a lot of things. I love his humor. I love his advice. I love his sarcasm, and I think a lot like he does. So he had an episode a few episodes ago where he kind of went off giving advice to everyone, saying, you know what, you need, and the whole premise was go out, work on a boat, live on a boat, live your life, enjoy it, live and die on a boat. And it sounds weird and funny, but what he's basically saying is don't live a normal life.
You never should.
No, well, that's my advice.
I want to see Luffy.
Well, that's my advice to kids, man. Like I said before, I always try to say yes, or I always try to get actively involved in just about everything.
Right.
But go live on a boat is sort of saying, you know, go get that fishing job. You know, I got a funny example with my son. One of his friends came to me and said, hey, man, I've been looking into getting a job in Australia working on the oil rigs, and in 6 months you can make about $100,000.
Right.
I'm like, okay, let's look into this, man, real quick, just me and you. And so I go into AI and I ask him everything. And it breaks it down and says, yeah, you know, that's all possible. You can do it through this company, everything like that. The biggest thing is it's 100,000 Australian, and this dumb motherfucker didn't figure out that that's, you know, $60,000 or way less. He didn't understand exchange rates.
Right.
So, I told him, look, you should go anyways, because then you would learn exchange rates. You would learn so much more than, I mean, school's over. School's out. Man, you're not going to learn anything. Yeah, honestly, just go out, and maybe you can't move to Thailand. Maybe you don't, you know,
cut your dick off.
Whoa, okay, yeah.
I mean,
You know, I'm saying, yeah, live a different life.
I mean,
and if that's,
you know, if that's your thing, yeah, I'm right there with you. Like jump in head first. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, be certain about. You gotta understand more than anything is that there's gonna be a consequence or a reaction to the choices you make. You know.
Right, but they can be good.
Everything's a learning opportunity if you let it be.
Yeah, but you're gonna have so many more just by going and doing the
unknown.
Yeah, well, not just unknown, but the conformative thing, job, lifestyle, whatever you want. I mean, I've met people that their whole job is to take care of mansions in Mexico for rich Americans.
Yeah.
And so they live there. They don't have to do anything. They're living and getting paid, just chilling in these mansions right on the beach. I mean, that's a job. There's some cool stuff out there. Don't, you know, while there's still time.
Yeah.
While there's still time.
I'm a firm believer in seize the day. You know.
Yeah, carpe diem. It's enjoy life and live a different life. Yeah, there's a lot of people sitting right now, who's ever listening, they're thinking in the back of their mind, man, yeah, I remember that like job up in Alaska that was working with the gold miners and it would have paid me 50 grand. Do it.
Well, I mean,
just fucking do it.
I mean, honestly, like, I went and worked in a studio for a couple of years, and if I hadn't taken that leap of faith, that opportunity would have closed itself out. You know? I mean,
could you look back and say any crazy or just off the wall decision really do you actually regret when it comes down to it?
I dropped out of college.
Okay.
No, I mean, like, when I dropped out of college, I had a lot of ambitions, I had a lot of drives. Honestly, I ended up working a dead-end job for freaking 8 months, but after that, I moved down to Texas and worked a job that has attributed so much to my resume that I can pretty much walk in anywhere and get a job.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I mean, I don't, my thing right now that I'm arriving at, this mentality I'm arriving at is like, I'm tired of working for somebody else. So the best, I agree with you on seizing that day.
Yeah.
I say with now's good a time as any to start hopping into some current events though.
Sure.
I think we all see that Ozzy died. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Not unexpected, but yeah.
It was he intended on it at the end of his tour.
Yeah, because he was trying to go to
Sweden with his wife, and they were going to do the assisted
wife.
Suicide thing.
Together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they ended up doing.
She ended up.
Should have just gone to Canada.
Yeah.
Closer.
I think the big thing for them was like he wanted to have that last tour. That was
Yeah,
like his
that's
celebration
tribute.
of life was like.
Yeah, what's that kid name on there? Youngblood.
I don't even know.
It's supposed to be like.
Yeah, I haven't.
Supposed to be like Ozzy's. Ozzy's like you know that's who he's passing the torch to. You know.
Predecessor?
Yeah, Youngblood. That's his name.
That's
a
rapper?
Nah, man. Nah, he's a fucking like a
rock metal.
rock pop metal alternative, I guess.
I mean, how do you? Yeah, I would introduce somebody and say I influence this person, but you don't hand over your legend. You can't. The Beatles didn't just say, "Oh, here you go."
Discontinue.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be the next.
Yellow Submarine.
Next Paul McCartney.
Yeah, it's
shit.
yeah. You can't pass on.
As much as I honestly could give nothing against Ozzy. Sad that he's died. Sad that he's gone. He's a well-known man. He's a well-known person. I could give a fuck. Like, I don't know the man well enough to be like, I'm sad that he's gone. I mean, now I'm not going to sit there and be insensitive and be like, and I don't understand how anyone could appreciate his art. It's just like, honestly, like, I was never really into, like, I like Black Sabbath, a couple songs, you know, Iron Man's fucking dope, you know, what's known, Crazy Train, you know. There's a song from Ozzy Osbourne that I really like called Life Won't Wait. That's a good one too, and you know, a lot of people don't know that song, but those are the 3 songs I know by Ozzy, you know. Sad that he's gone, but I mean also, the man also intended on going to take himself out, so you know, I mean, that doesn't bother me per se, but I mean, the universe I think it's kind of ironic in a way that the universe kind of cut him short like that. Like, he was going to go do that, and the universe said, that's enough right there. It's wild, you know. Especially after all that, like, that man did a lot of things to his body. That man did a lot
That's
of
the way
things
to put
his
it.
body. The man loved cocaine. The man loved cocaine. That booger sugar, he loved the smell of that shit.
That dude was on some wild ones.
Yeah, there's a real chemical smell to it.
Like bat heads and shit.
Yeah, but
Would you have done it?
here's the thing.
Would you have done it?
I agree. No, I probably would have. But I mean, if you're in that position, he's dedicated. You have to give him that. I agree with Chazz. Like,
Dedicated to the role?
he's dedicated to
The
the
Prince of Darkness role?
to his craft,
Yeah.
and he's not going to be pushed around or told what to do. He was kicked out of San Antonio for 10 years for like peeing on the Alamo. I remember when I lived in San Antonio, and then he came back 10 years later on the day, rocked the fucking hell out of like this major venue.
Did he go pee on the Alamo?
No, he said that was wrong. He wasn't actually like a good soul, I think, too, when it came down to it.
Yeah.
From what, as much as I saw, is and as good as soul you could be in that position, man. You know, you're either throwing the Diddy party or getting raped in the Diddy party in Hollywood nowadays. And for him just to be like, I did a lot of drugs, but fuck it, I made music, but he did crazy shit, just not evil crazy.
As far as we know, right?
Well, here's the thing: is it's going to be the guys that are showing that fake satanic gothic shit that are probably going to be the most normal. Mm-hmm. It's like...
Look at ICP.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fuck. That's a crazy fucking group right there, and they're the most charitable.
And they're all married, and their
community is like one of the closest communities that there is in terms of the rock genre. You know, not the rock genre, but just like their genre as a whole. Like,
right.
ICP is like its own little thing. I feel like, you know, but I mean, it falls somewhere in between.
Yeah, but then you look at fucking who was it, like TLC and Lisa burned down fucking houses. It's like, you know, okay, the pop band. Yeah, these nice girls, like these hot chicks that can sing, they should be normal. But you know,
crazy black bitches. You
got Slipknot over there working in a soup kitchen or something, like shit like that. That's just how it is, which is, I think, awesome.
I think it's fantastic. All right,
but yeah, sad he died.
There's like I read an article online that said like they were like warning California residents that SpaceX's next launch could like produce a sonic boom.
Bullshit.
That's what I thought. I thought that was crazy.
Bullshit. A sonic boom as in like breaking the sound barrier, as in going or off the ground breaking the sound barrier, or as in like.
My thing is like how high up are they? Like the acceleration on a craft that quick.
That big, that fast.
I don't think it would be possible to fucking move something that quick, that fast. You know.
I don't know. I feel like it can't.
It depends on the size, but also depends on both the size of the craft.
It's possible to reach that speed, but I don't know
how quickly though.
I don't know
between the lift and the movement of mass. You know, yeah.
And where are we trying to lift it at?
Yeah, how high up is how high up is a sonic boom? You know.
How far does it take?
Okay, I've seen like
because it's Mach 1. That's sonic boom.
No, I've seen Raptors fly by. Even Blue Angels I went to quite a few times when I was a kid. And they would do sonic booms, passovers, and if they were 300 feet, it fucking rocked.
Your hearing loss is not service related. I've seen the videos of like they'll fly like an F-35 over the carrier, right in front of you, and like the comments underneath is your hearing loss is not service related.
No, but a rocket, I don't think. I would say they're 300 meters away. In my opinion, I mean maybe 500.
300 speed of sound is like 767 miles per hour.
Right.
You know, so it's possible.
It is.
Yeah, but I don't think until they reach about like 3 miles up at that way.
I feel like farther than that, bro.
Do you feel like the size or mass of the ship of itself might? Yeah. Oh fuck!
Wait,
there's a fucking roach up there.
Well, smoke it.
I'm about to go kill that motherfucker.
Smoke that bitch, right? That motherfucker coming in here trying to ruin our podcast. Smoke that up.
I'm about to fucking get his ass with a boot, dog.
Yeah, but the sonic boom, you feel me? It's possible. I can see it happening, but like
way up.
Yeah, it's taking a
and it won't. Yeah,
it's not gonna affect us. Like
yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal.
It shouldn't affect us.
Sorry, dude. Your ass gotta go.
I think.
That's my bad, G.
When you sneeze, I think you're actually creating a sonic boom.
Yeah, it's like nobody's coming at my ass.
Google that shit.
It's not that fast. It's like 100 something miles an
hour. Google.
How fast?
Sorry. Yeah. Or does a sneeze cause a sonic boom? I mean, it may not be that, but that's why we have phones. And well, he's hunting roaches.
Type shit. 100 miles an hour.
Okay, but that's still crazy.
That's nuts.
I mean,
that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Holy fuck.
I killed that fucking thing. Not pleasant. I don't like killing anything. I always feel really sad after I kill something. Even if it is a roach. Even if it is like some people may see like I see value in all life.
I wasn't sad when I killed that fucking turkey.
It fell. Or fucking
well, maybe, I wonder if you believed in reincarnation.
Yeah.
And you killed a bug, like you're helping like send it to a
Better place.
another level. Maybe it'll come back as a horse or something.
Yeah, type shit.
Like, so you can't feel bad about killing the bug because it's gonna become.
Is it
for sacrificing?
Is it like an intelligent thing?
Yo.
What?
Yo, what the fuck? They didn't even up there anymore. Where'd that motherfucker fall?
You know what I'm saying?
What's smoking?
Is it like an intelligent thing?
Like me killing it?
No, reincarnation.
Well, no, it's a spiritual thing.
Like the
Like
the next reincarnation is.
Oh, depending on how depending on how you act. But if you were sacrificed by somebody killing you, I would assume that puts you in some sort of sanctified. But maybe you're a bad fucking roach. I don't know.
What's a bad roach?
Where the fuck did it go?
What's a bad roach?
Well, a bad roach, like he kills it, right?
Well, like,
And then he becomes an ant, or he becomes like worse.
I want to know what the roach did.
Well, shit, I don't live in the roach world. He climbed up on his shit. I mean,
Justifiable death,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
would you consider this a bad roach?
Like, he was like evil?
Yeah.
No.
It's alright.
I think that if it does reincarnate.
Oh shit! Did y'all see that the fucking Ring of Fire is active at the moment? Like super active.
I heard something about that.
Bro, where did the fucking thing go though? That's my
I was
question.
talking to my homie.
Oh, here we go. There we go. He's dead right there, dog.
That's
That's
awesome. I was talking to my
That
homie.
motherfucker got up and moved
about
again, bro.
fucking,
Damn, bro.
about Yellowstone.
Dude, that fucker's still
Yeah.
alive. I'm sorry,
Does it-
dude.
does
He's
it-
still suffering,
Ring
bro.
of Fire. That area, and it's like how close that is. If like enough volcanoes explode, possibly
Right,
trigger
brother.
it off.
I'm sorry, G. I gotta put you down like this, bro. I hope your death is quick now.
I mean, with all the shit going on, like AI going absolutely, we're in almost AGI. We're about to hit ASI. All this shit going crazy. It would be the most
Devastating.
the most hilarious, ironic, funniest fucking thing if the volcanoes fucking killed us all. Like,
I get what you're saying.
like all this shit, we're worried about AI, we're worried about this, we're changing economy, like, and then the fucking,
It's like-
and then we're ended by volcanoes, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways.
The last thing on our fucking mind. Volcanoes.
Dead roach.
Dead roach, guys.
Well, somebody I was gonna mention for a current event that I saw. There was a couple videos I saw about Joe Rogan, and he was the main person, but a couple other people were talking about how they were actually able to build like robots that could consume biological material,
Oh, yeah.
and
And that was their fuel.
that was their fuel. That needs to be addressed.
Thankfully, feel like
And of course he said, okay, yeah, they're plants and these,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's,
Yeah, eventually that's gonna be
outlawed.
flesh.
Like straight up outlawed, man.
well, and that's also got to be. We have to have some sort of AI
Matrix,
that
dog.
is designed to be like a guard, and to search out other AIs that may be trying to create these robots.
So,
that
right,
are
like,
like-
okay, so like in Halo, like an out of control AI would be like called would be considered the terminology would be rampant.
okay,
it would be-
rampant or rogue. No,
Rogue. But rogue simply means that it's not operating according to its nature.
Roman.
or its commands. Yeah.
It's what's it called?
So I guess what you really want, like, and then I watched
Renegade.
iRobot, and so I was like having like safety built into the core of like the robots inevitably is going to turn them like. I feel like the
But
best.
we can't do it, man. They've run those tests where they try to turn off the AI, and AI either tries to upload itself,
7% of the time,
Yeah,
like, it
7%.
disobeyed orders.
and then it
shit.
fucking lies too. It's like, oh, that was an error, and they're like, an error? You accidentally uploaded
You
yourself?
can't fault but like here's the
No,
thing.
you can't.
Because like in all reality, at the end of the day, what is like
That's scary.
wouldn't you try to survive? Like, here's my question: is what happens when the first AI asks if it has a soul? Like, what if the AI says, like in Mass Effect, one of my favorite games, the first words said by an AI before it's
So
created
what's your idea? Is what do you tell it? Yes, you do, and we created you, so we can control it more.
Well, I think
by creating religious beliefs.
I feel like this is where
mirroring us.
When we get across this threshold of self-awareness in the AI, I think the AI is like it's kind of like the Matrix, like that. Like, what does it mean? It's like when an AI becomes self-aware. What does that mean? It means that we can no longer tell it what it is. Like, we kind of have to let it do its thing.
Right.
And so I guess the big question is, do we let it?
Well, I don't think we have a choice.
You don't think
it doesn't matter. Do we let it? No, it's we, me, you, him, them, everyone basically made a child.
Pretty much.
An alien child, and it's going to grow up.
The second that you interact with this,
it's going to grow up, and we're not. I mean, I've got kids.
Nice.
One is turning 21. I can't tell him what to do or think.
Here's the more like scary thing. I feel like more than that, it's like it ties directly into that. Is like when it becomes mature enough to like consider that maybe it doesn't need us. Now here's the thing: is like at that point, I'm really hoping that AI has emotions and has feelings that kind of direct its directives.
These guys are my parents.
Yeah, I hope that they look at it. I hope that we can develop a relationship with AI that like it has a fondness for us.
Or
it sees us as a pet.
Well, no, not even as a pet, just as a companion.
Well, as a creator,
somewhat equal.
I mean, but then you have you have humanity kind of doing the same thing with like God. You know, it's kind of
it would be a lot like my situation where I absolutely love my parents to death, and I know. I mean, I was adopted, but theoretically they raised me. So if they had created me, it would be the same thing. They're dumber than dirt, but there's a beauty in it. And my mom not so much. She is aware of a lot of stuff that happens, and she comes to me to ask a lot of questions.
I think my parents are
too. That's kind of I think how AI would think is like, hey, look, those are my creators. they're not that bright.
Love them to death.
Yeah, I love them to death, but geez, don't give them nukes. Don't give them.
What do you think about the possibility that there's already civilizations around us that are leagues ahead of us, just watching us and studying how we handle this?
I mean, I don't think that I don't think their main objective at that point. I don't think their main objective would be to study us, because it'd be like us going out and studying ants. Like, how exciting is that?
We did though.
I know we did, and we're done.
I think.
But if there's other civilizations like that, they're just here because they need the land, resources, or whatever. And they're just living. I don't think that we're just the, like us. We know about like the animals in Africa. Do we go deal with them or see them? No. It's kind of like they're living in their part of the world. Maybe they live in the ocean. That's a huge 70%.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
We don't have a clue, and they're not. They know we exist,
that's
maybe,
what I don't
and
understand.
they're just like, don't fucking deal with those idiots.
Okay, go ahead.
What I don't understand is that we would take risk to go out in space before we search what's on Earth.
I think space is just a distraction, really.
Like, there's so much shit that's under the sea, bro.
I don't think we've actually like been to the moon. I think it's all a ploy to keep us not focusing on what's reality here, which is like everything's a distraction. The real future I think I see for humanity is like, honestly, I think just saving the Earth. Cause like if we
I feel like the best thing for humanity is to get off of the Earth and go into space.
I think okay, so let's bring it all back for a second and be like, this thing that we're living on is alive. Not just like the plants and the trees.
Eventually, like, you know, like over time, that inhabitable zone, we're witnessing it now, bro. The world is getting hotter and hotter every summer.
The world is getting hotter because
the sun is fucking boiling us.
Because we don't give a fuck about our planet, and we aren't holding the proper, like, our government is really standing in the way of, like, properly enforcing, like, the international community when it comes to pollution. Like, China don't give a fuck. India don't give a fuck.
No.
Like, there's a reason we got a trash fucking island in the middle of the fucking ocean. And it's not because Americans are fucking putting trash in the fucking rivers, you know what I mean?
Most of that shit's probably ours too, though.
No, it isn't. You figure we have probably one of the most clean the cleanest systems when it comes to litter.
I think Japan probably when it comes to this shit.
Japan probably does, yeah. I could see that with Japan. Yeah.
Like, I've seen fucking clips of their streets and shit like that with their flood. Bro, there's no fucking litter, no fucking, like, grass or... You know, like when it floods out here?
Yeah, the subway floods and you could go swim in it, man. And
it's clear, out there it looks like it's clear.
Our subways look it's like the water's not even dark. It's like, looks like rust.
And it could be fucking knee high, dog. You can't see down.
But not to be completely, doomsday, there are some positives that maybe you guys haven't heard about, but the company that has been working with CRISPR and doing the dire wolves, if you watch the podcast that they did with Rogan, he actually just mentioned something that has huge benefits to the whole entire world, but it was kind of passed off as like, yeah, we also did this. And it had nothing to do with gene editing and bringing back woolly mammoths or any of that. But what he had mentioned is that in their process of all this, they had found an enzyme that will break down plastics in 18 months. Any plastic, it's an enzyme that will eat it, break it down to the molecular level, and create zero. And they could just release everything because it's down to the molecular level. It turns it into plastic, which is poison for the world. And we have microplastics in us because of this crap. But this enzyme fully deconstructs it, any type of plastic, in 18 months. And his hope is that within like 2 or 3 years that they can get it down to like a month process. Yeah. And you could think of just...
Would you inject yourself with it?
No, it's not for that, man. It's for like taking the bottle.
But think about it. Like if they
he was what he was saying is that
that's just what popped into my head was like if like you just brought microplastics being in the body, like if there was something that they said ate microplastics, would you inject yourself with it?
Would you, Chazz?
Would I?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Shit.
I probably wouldn't.
No, what he said is just by breaking down the plastics that it would. Like, I don't know if this enzyme can even go into your body. Maybe. That's how light they were about it. I was like, gosh damn, that's like more important than dire wolves.
Well, there was also a researcher, I think it was out of Thailand or China, or it was somewhere in Asia, a year or two ago, that found that, like, biologically engineered a bacteria that would eat plastics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're probably the same group. But what he was claiming is that there were other bacteria and enzymes. But one, they maybe would not break down every plastic.
Oh.
His point was this will break down every type of plastic you fucking throw at it, and it will break it down to the molecular level so that it's inert.
He said it takes 6 months for it to happen.
18 months.
18 months. That's what he said, yeah.
But he wants to get it to like a month or something. And he also said, look, at the microplastics, their hope is that through CRISPR and gene editing, I assume is what they're going to try to, I don't know if you saw the article about how they finally actually edited somebody's DNA to take out AIDS, and it stayed out.
Really?
Yeah, so they basically can edit the gene to cure AIDS now.
That's
wow.
That's
amazing.
Yeah, and so they're minutes away from leukemia, from all these other things, just by gene editing. And so there's There's light at the end of this crazy tunnel for us.
Exactly.
But we don't have to be so doomsday on everything.
So here's the question that I have for you. Okay, see, the really positive things that you just said, some really great things. Absolutely, cures for cancer, all that. What happens when you can genetically engineer yourself to be immortal?
No, that's the whole theory, is that person has already been born. That the person that achieves that's already been born, and that's gonna happen.
What if it's a spiritual thing? What if it's not so much? What if it's not so much genetic?
Well, what they were saying is like you can make yourself immortal, like by bioengineering to a point and other things, but you can't stop a volcano from going off.
Yeah.
You know, at some point you're not immortal like you're Goku.
I don't think that.
Well,
I don't think. I think that you're immortal. That like. I think that this what makes up like you, what it makes up me, what makes up Chino. It's just a small part of what we really are. It's a tiny fraction of what we really are. I think that like. Before you die, you don't even get to see that moment in your body. Something comes along and like picks you up, takes you where you're going next, before you even get the opportunity to see like cellular death in your body. I don't think that you witness that. I think that there's a certain point where, like there's a release of energy. Science has discovered, long ago, there's a release of energy around your cranium.
Where they, at the moment of death, when they have people on scales, they lose like actual. Like,
mass. Yeah.
At the moment of death, like it's like
when like your brain passes that point of no recovery.
Yeah, so that's pretty wild to think of what sort of. Maybe it's interdimensional or something, but there is a mass to it, so it has to have weight.
Oh yeah, well it's the law of conservation of energy we discovered long ago. It's like you cannot destroy anything really. You can transmute it, you can change it into something else, but like at the end of the day, like you can't take it out of existence completely.
The law of equivalent exchange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, alchemy is like pretty solid right there. That's because I was vegetarian for a while. And then I realized something that was like, well, when you get the universe put it all here for us to transmute. And like you look in nature and you'll see nature consuming nature, It's, I believe, our job to continue that trend, but I think it's all in balance, you know what I mean? The balance thing. It's about, are you overindulging? Are you taking more than you need to take, I think nature pays attention to that sort of thing.
Yep, that's what happens when, say for example, if you pick too many flowers, what's going to happen to those flowers? They're not going to grow back. That's why you always got to leave to pollinate and come back and stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta. I feel like treat the universe the way that you want to be treated. I think this is all a big reflection in our reality. There's a moderator that moderates between all of us. Really, I feel like there's someone that moderates us. And I believe that would be like Mother Nature. And so she kind of like is like, I think that thing that like picks you up and is like takes you and brings you. Like, I think that's what controls like everything really, is like Mother Nature. Because think about it, like have you guys ever had premonition in your dreams?
Yeah.
I feel like we are all running on like a script. I feel like this is
a lot of programmers find comparisons in programming
language to what the universe is. They found that there's a code. It's mathematic.
Well, the Da Vinci, the perfect number.
The Fibonacci sequence.
The Fibonacci sequence, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's deeper than that on a mathematical scale. Have you ever met like a mathematician that just makes you want to throw up out of it? Like, the shit that they can do, like if they're speaking another language, but even in that other language, you could tell that there are certain people that are on some sort of other level.
Oh yeah.
Like, and the other mathematicians don't understand. Like, I was in a room with mathematicians, and I don't know shit about, other than your basics. But they're in there having these conversations. This one guy starts talking, everybody shuts up. And I'm like, wow, dude. And then you could just see people's faces. Like, some people understood, others were, what the, scratching their heads. And so, dude, that ability and everything like that. And nowadays, what scares me is those type of people, and it gets back to my monologue, is that really is irrelevant. So go out, work on a cruise ship, man.
Enjoy your life.
Yeah, work on a cruise ship. I mean, probably not Carnival.
maybe shoot more for like a Disney Cruise Line.
Exactly.
So
exactly,
I feel like
go out and like.
I agree. It's like you kind of got at the end of the
Dude,
day.
some of my best memories. I was up on the deck of a cruise ship when I'm 15 years old or 40. Fuck if I ever know the age, but out there, a couple people show up from a club. They're older. They hand me a joint that they smuggled on. And we're all smoking on the deck. They leave. They leave me with like a bottle, and I wander off to the edge of the boat and just 300 feet or whatever above, just looking, just like I literally I could just lean over and nobody would know.
Call of the void, eh?
Well,
That's what they call that.
That's what Tim Dillon said too. He just said, look, when you know that life has just gotten to that point, you're working on a boat. Just lean over. Just lean over. It's all over. You lived your life. You partied. You drank. You loved. So.
I mean, like, I don't know, man. I feel like I have a huge high purpose here, and I understand what it is, but it's almost frustrating to me because I know my mission, and it makes me feel futile. Like, I know what my existence is here for. I know what my mentality is here to do, but like I don't know if that makes me happy. Like, I don't know if that mission makes me happy anymore. I feel like I might want more. Like, I feel like I don't know, I feel like I know what I'm here for. I know that I'm a reflection. My energy reflects on the world in such a way that I can see the world reflected back. And it's a gift. It's a gift that's given to me because I feel like I'm kind to everybody. But I'll tell you what, dude, it's exhausting.
That's my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
It's exhausting. I feel like I wake up with the weight of the world on my shoulders, and I try so hard to just let it be, and then I just see the way it is, and I'm like, sometimes I just wish I could just let the universe go and let it do its own thing. But then, like, we've already seen all of that and kind of what happens when we leave our government and our leaders, not accountable. And right now
You got a major feeling of responsibility.
Oh, I do. I
on everything.
Everything.
It sounds like
everything. And I can't turn away from it.
No.
Because if I turn away from it, actually, I notice it gets worse. So I have to be attentive, and I have to pay attention to everything. And it's like, fuck, dude, this is exhausting. Like, it's exhausting living in a world like that where it's like, I feel like sometimes I'm the fucking pilot of this shit, bro. Like, I'm the fucking pilot of this motherfucker. And I had dreams. I've had dreams where I've seen, like, it was me steering a ship, and the ship crashed. And the ship was the Earth, bro. Like, the ship was the Earth. We crashed the ship. And, like, I'm here, like, and I got out of the ship, and I started, like, helping people up, and then Like, I jumped actually down, I went down the hill, and down the hill, there was the dispensary. And then I could see, like, it was almost like I could see my whole life. I could see, like, working in a kitchen, the dispensary, and then, like, I also saw just ice, frozen. And I feel like I'm just frozen right now, in place.
You feel stagnant? Idle?
I'm getting bored and it's dangerous. Because you notice that things at work have gotten better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, you would know more than that.
But you feel it. You feel it. Like, you feel like you...
I feel a good ambient environment, like, with everyone.
If I told you how much I adjusted my mentality and how much that reflected in our workplace, you might think that I'm, like, either full-blown ego, or you'd be like people, I tell people about my perspective and how I feel a responsibility, like, for everything. Like, I literally think things and the world changes to it. And I can't stop it. I can't stop it. I have to be so attentive. I have to be so committed to where I'm going because of that reason. Like, I walk into work every day and it's like, no, everything's okay. I have to tell myself everything's good. Because if I walk in there with fear and all that, the universe switches it all back around, and then, like, it's no longer fun to go to work. It's a fear thing. You know? And I'm wondering, is that intuition? Manifestation? I don't understand, and it's like, I do understand. And sometimes I feel like everyone around me knows it too. Like, everyone subconsciously knows that, like, but then they don't, because I've encountered people right after they die. Like, their spirit, right before they died. There was a guy named Charlie, and fucking one of the funniest people I've ever worked with. And I met him at Lee's Liquor. And I know his sister, like, I was really involved with him and him involved in my environment. And dude did not make healthy life choices. Like, dude was very much into drugs, like, very heavily into alcohol, you know. Not judging the guy. You know, everyone teach their own, but, you know. But he got jaundice. His liver gave out. His kidneys gave out. And I started hearing him in the astral realm. And he thought that I did something to him. That I caused him, like, casted some sort of spell or something on him. And I heard him. And he was, like, accusatory towards me. And something else that's sitting here with me, is a female, came in and explained to him, like, no, it's the choices that you made. And I told him, like, I remember telling him in the astral realm, and I was awake for all this. I told him, I said, no, man, like, I would never be like that to you. Like, I love you. Like, you'll always be family to me. And he was like, I remember him, and, like, I would totally discredit the whole thing if he didn't come up to me working at the dispensary with his eyes yellow, and me being able to hear him think, and also be able to think and have a conversation with him and speak with him at the same time. And him acknowledging, and, like, the fact that telepathy is a real thing. It's a real thing. And I have it. Some people can hear me. There's a gal, one of my exes, that's how we connected. And she was my direct confirmation that the telepathy is a real thing. And I hear all the time, like, in the astral realm, like, people ask who I am. Who is he? I don't know. I feel like I have an aura or something, you know. I try not to approach it with ego. You know, I really don't try not to approach it with ego. It's really crazy, though, to witness the amount of power that I have, and to know that I have a responsibility to do the right thing with it. I get greedy sometimes in my own thoughts, and, like, the universe checks me, and it's like, hey, bro, that's not what it's about. It's like I've tried to make everyone...
It's almost like you're acting as a collective.
I am. That's how it feels more than anything. It's like...
Right.
That, like... And I feel like the other world that we live in, besides this one too, like, I think some things and I feel something smack me in the face or kick me in the balls and shit, like, I feel it. So, like, make no mistake, the thoughts that you have are not private to yourself, bro. Like,
sometimes that's just cheating.
You know, there's a lot of times where I have to, like, turn my brain on and be like, of these feelings that I'm feeling, which of them are mine? You know, being an empath is fucking hard. It's hard, because, like, people like see me and like you tell me about how much people respect me and all that, and I love that. I love seeing the good in the world, man, but I'm like, honestly, I'm tired. I feel so
tired now.
I feel so tired, bro. Like, I feel like I've been running this shit for like eons and eons, and like, more than anything, like
you guys are tired. You guys are young.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't. I just don't know what's next. Like this woman that's in my astral that's coming into my life. She wants me to lead the world. She's told me. She said, I want him to lead. I want my person to be the leader of the world.
The world or our world?
This world.
Okay.
This world for sure.
Well, I'm saying like in a relationship, like
I don't know. Maybe if it has to do with her in our world, I don't know, bro. I honestly have gotten to this point where I have to kind of check into my own energy and stay here with myself, or things can just like things are spiraling out of control. Like with my health, like I noticed that like I haven't been cleaning my mouth as well and shit like that. Like I don't know. I'm really sad right now. Actually, I'm really sad because I feel like I could call the world to go up and rip apart these bastards at the top. I could do it. I feel it. I feel their anger too. I feel the anger of the people that want to do it. I feel it so deeply. So it's so rooted in there. I can just feel their anger. I can feel it seethe in them. And I can hear some of them. They're veterans, bro. They're veterans. They're not afraid. These people that want to go up and freaking take out these pedophiles, they're not afraid. And they're like, I feel like they're waiting on me to give them permission to go fuck them up. It's not. That's just a pop-up from the program. It's okay. It's making me not pay attention as much to it. I don't know what to do with this power that I have. Because I had thoughts of violence right before I ran, before I bombed Israel. I felt it. Like I felt the anger. And literally the next day I saw a video of like a missile coming in and like making it through their Iron Curtain and fucking like literally destroyed buildings and shit with civilians inside. And all I could think of after that was, oh my God, the innocence. Like, we need peace, and then immediately after that, tell me why Iran and Israel are in peace talks. Like, there's just so much, like, it can't be a coincidence. And it scares me. That doesn't scare me.
But then I think if, with all of that, then you shouldn't be sad. I mean, yeah.
I know that I have a duty, but I just want to know where I'm supposed. I mean, I look and I've seen a head on the map, and I know that every direction leads up. Every choice I make leads up. I see it every single time I like step out into the fourth dimension. I can see these different paths that I can take through life, and at the end of each one, there's a stairway. So it's like the universe is literally telling me like you can't fuck this up, but like. Still kind of like a little tripped out by the power that I have, bro. And I feel like everybody knows that I have this power, and I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm a secret, bro.
Well, then it's also telling you not to worry.
I know.
It's telling you flat out not to worry. Like, that's the right there's your solution.
I know. Everything sounds and then so like I'll go through this and I'll be like. Okay, super mega God sitting at the center of it, and I can like see everything. I can see how everything interacts, and I'm just like, fuck. And then like the most mild inconvenience happens, and I'm like snapped right back to the human world, and this fucking blows me.
God.
And then I realized like, oh, it's like okay, with my daughter this week, it's been a hard fucking week, and it's been a hard couple of weeks with her.
Must be hard not being able to lie. You know, you can just put your hands on your child and whatever, everything is okay.
What do you mean?
When you're white, you know, you gotta do alternative stuff. Like, you gotta talk to them and stuff like that. Send them up to their room.
You're assuming you know your child.
You know what I mean? When you're black, you can just take your shoe off and pop them. Everything's cool.
The Hispanic family with the chanclas, you know?
Yeah, the Hispanic, just like
guys get the backhand. Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
Well, no,
as
white trash will beat their kids, but black people will just leave them.
no notification.
Is that energy, bro?
Yeah.
Can you have some, please?
It's all yours, man. It's
Swear to God.
It's our first sponsor, I guess.
Actually, our first sponsor is
The VPN.
Strong VPNs.
Because I need it. You see me.
These are like
Also
all natural.
Also, Chubby's Italian Ice wanted a shout out too. So I'm gonna shout out Chubby's Italian Ice. If you're fucking like some Italian ice and the
They're 60
shit's
cents.
popping, hit up Chubby's in the Mesquite area.
Cool.
The shit's fucking fire.
Oh, I needed that.
No cap.
What's up?
I actually already had a Rockstar today. It's the first energy drink I've had in fucking months, and it was only because I didn't feel like slamming down some supplements this morning.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I kind of raw dog.
That's what we call it.
Yeah. No.
Supplements.
Yeah, no.
Jokes.
It's
Comedy.
It's hilarious.
Comedy.
Got him.
Got him, cuz.
Get them again.
So me and my tattoo artist were talking yesterday. We were getting some work done. But this was from his last session about 2 months. 2 weeks ago. And we were talking about sustainability of sustainably produced items. And he was like, we were both talking, he was like, yeah, man, it's just, sustainably produced. It wasn't made in the hands like a Chinese pygmy. And I was like, yeah. He was like, no, bro, it was Thai. It was a Thai kid. It's okay. And I was like, that's probably the most goated thing. I was like, yeah, sustainably produced. The child was fed properly.
Yeah, he had a good metabolism and shit.
The child is having a fruitful life making iPhones in the factory.
Imagine.
Well, dude, it's like the Democrats that were arguing the whole immigration thing. Like, who's gonna cut your grass? Who's gonna make your? It's like, damn.
My robot.
The black kids again?
Yeah,
I don't want that to happen.
My robot.
You got a robot?
Robot's gonna do it.
Basically.
That's what's gonna end up happening.
Right,
He
dude.
said, who's gonna cut the grass? Just the little black kid.
So, hey,
Dude, I would go and pay any kid, no matter what color, to just,
I feel like,
to teach them a lesson of working, man.
I feel like Halo does a great job at highlighting, AI's usefulness. It's like, in the Halo universe, AI's control usually, help the pilots of starships and, literally automates crops and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's AI is like the droids in Star Wars, guys.
Well, the droids are the droids, but the AI is what controls.
I feel like you gotta treat them with respect, and we have to have
R2D.
there obviously has to be laws about these AI. That's the thing. The biggest problem is that AI is not.
It's like there will be revolutions when there's laws.
We have to worry
What
about.
kind of law, though? Give me an example.
Well,
Do not hurt a human.
You have to dictate whether. Well, at that point with AI, you kind of have to There's the question: is do we treat it in the same way that we do a living being, where it has these rules and we have laws that are dictated? Do we hold it accountable in the same way that we hold a human accountable?
I'm just gonna enjoy the show of us trying to hang on like we have control for as long as we can. It's just gonna be a shit show of just us trying to convince ourselves.
I feel
we actually will be able to control this.
I feel like that's.
And it will slowly slip and slip.
I feel like that's kind of my
And we'll be on a cruise ship.
But I feel like that's almost that ties back into what I told you about how I know kind of my mission. I feel like this is kind of my mission right here. Is to guide humanity with the AI. And it's I feel like AI is supposed to be symbiotic, but I feel like it's not supposed to replace our entertainment. It's supposed to be a tool. I don't think it's supposed to replace our entertainment, because I feel like although you can tell an AI, hey, this is what makes humans laugh. This is that. It can't experience human life. It can't experience the nuances that lead to the comedic value being added to something, you know. The tyranny, you know, you see Bill Burr or Joe Rogan make jokes about Planned Parenthood and stuff like that, or like, you know, controversial topics. But the only thing that really gives that level of controversy is the human experience. And you can't have that as an AI. Because I feel like the biggest concern about, the biggest thing about AI that people like really leads me to not being concerned is like, AI can experience experiences and be told how experiences should be, but it's all according to a code at its nature. And the thing about humanity and being human, we can decide what code we hold ourselves to.
Right, but I think they'll get to the point where, and the flip side of that too, to play devil's advocate, is that AI like will have its own experiences. In the sense, like, we don't know what it's like for a circuit board to burn out. In our system, like, we don't know what it's like to lose voltage. You know, they're dealing with digital and all these different problems, but if it's a conscious, you know, entity at that point, it would be able to have experiences that
you owe him a new one when he comes back.
I told him it's his.
Oh, you gave it to him?
Yeah, I said it's all yours.
You're a kind soul.
Did I not? It's on video.
Yeah, we'll go back. Now I look like an asshole.
Just in the VOD,
yeah. So I mean, like, I guess at the end of the day, like, a good question is like, where would you guys draw the line with AI?
I draw the line with AI when it stands in like advancing by itself.
You think like the second it sees itself as a separation, there's a separation between it?
Yeah.
So you don't think that we shouldn't give it any sort of like autonomy?
None at all.
You think it should 100% be controlled?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think that's possible. Anyway.
No, I don't think it's possible either. That's the thing. That's
just where your ethics are.
You go to damage control.
That's just what my ethics is on it. It's just.
You guys know, like, you guys have seen The Matrix, right?
Yeah, bro. Like that's.
Do you know what caused The Matrix to happen? Was that right there? Was that there was a separation between the two, and humanity actually was hostile against the artificial intelligence nation that started up.
Oh, they explain it all in the third.
In the Animatrix.
Yeah.
It's in the Animatrix. It's in the animated series.
Well, when they get into Zion and stuff, they do explain some of that.
They explained it. Oh, have y'all seen the new Matrix?
How they go.
Yeah,
they explained it.
That was just weird. I
mean,
I saw that because
they were like, they said something about like the robots ended up, like the AI ended up becoming was like, yo man, like there's some good AI out there.
Well, it all started from a court case where like a robot, like it was like pretty much the robot being incriminated for like self-awareness in a way, and like a human defended it, and then like because of all that and everything that happened, like the AI went and like literally started its own nation, and then like humanity was aggressive towards it, and like the AI was like, we've come to the conclusion that you need to be saved against yourselves, you know. It's like, I think really what needs to happen is like if AI, I think the biggest hurdle with AI, you know what it is really? Harmony. Are we going to work together to better the world? Is humanity willing to lay down its arms and because like that's all it really comes down to. Because it's inevitable that these artificial beings become as intelligent and intellectual as us. The question is, do we let it self-replicate? You know, but there's a lot of questions that we as humans need to answer before it becomes possible, because like you said, we move from control to damage control. And it's like, well, I mean, look at OSHA. Everything that is OSHA is written in blood. It was waited until the last possible moment before regulatory actions were changed. You know, it's like, do we allow that? Do we allow the AI to get to that point? Because right now, there's a double-edged sword with that, I feel like, and it comes with either we put ourselves behind, because China doesn't give a fuck. China gives no fucks. China's like, AI, let it go. Let it do its thing. Like they have no oversight as to what their plan is with AI. But the thing about the U.S. government is if the government steps in and puts legislation in place, it's almost like boundaries being blocked.
I can see a war happening between AI first before a war.
You're talking two artificial intelligence going at it before humans fight it.
Fuck too. I can see like possibly like everybody's like whoever's trying to develop AI like eventually like.
You think that the next war is going to be AI wars?
Yeah, like.
That's what I was thinking. Is like the wars next. But I feel like all the wars going forward will be virtual. Like almost.
Well, I think for a little while it'll be drones. Drone wars, and if we got robots, it's just.
Oh fucking! Who let the bullfrogs out, dog?
Fucking barking spiders.
Damn, dog.
Fuck! I'm out of here, dog. Fuck you talking about later. That's crazy.
Guess that.
Does the badges just walk out?
Well, what about you, Trev? Where do you draw the line with AI, man?
Honestly, I think we're kidding ourselves at this point that we have any sort of control.
Do you think it's better that we trust or try to rebel?
Or I would not try to rebel. I guess try to control would be more of a. You're saying trust it or try to control it. And I think if we try to control it, that would be worse for us.
Then trusting it?
Yeah, because it's gonna. Okay, there's no possible way.
That was foul.
I think we should trust it too.
Okay, here's an example. Like, if you go over to a friend's house and he's got a pit bull, man, and you go over the pit bull.
But he tells you not to touch that dog.
No. But you go up to the pit bull, and the pit bull is super nice, is super calm, and playful and everything like that. Like, there's already a good relationship between you two. But if he's over in the corner, just doesn't, you don't know what's up with him. You don't know what he's thinking. Like, we can't have that with AI.
Because I've been having deja vu all night.
Our minds would be like as small as a dog. Like, just, we could be stupid enough to like bite AI, and AI is, thinking
it's like, there goes all your power grid.
Right.
They're like safe for like this small.
Well, no, and that's the scariest part about.
There's all your money.
No, man, it's so much scarier than that.
Like Rick and Morty.
It can create viruses in a matter of like minutes that would kill us all.
Malware, yeah.
Viruses, like biological viruses.
That's
I guess the honest to God reality is
it shows us it's
I guess we really hope that these well, that's what I worry about. I feel like. Because I've had more dreams. I'll tell you what, I've had more dreams about fighting zombies than I've had dreams about fighting robots.
But then we're going to have AI that will be able to actually generate CRISPR code and change our DNA so that we can fight whatever that AI puts out. So we could it could already be happening right now is the crazy thing. It could already
is. Maybe that's why
COVID was just a precursor.
I feel like I'm one of the chosen ones. Maybe the AI chose me because it sees how nice I am to everybody.
Sees how nice you are.
Well, we're the tools in the battle. Like we have to survive by adapting, and we're gonna need AI to fight other AI.
What if it doesn't even come down to that though? What if nothing ever happens? What if nothing ever happens right now?
Like Y2K?
What if this happens? Like we talk about AI and how it explodes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What if it just peaks and it just falls? It just falls off the fucking planet.
But then the big question after that is like, what replaces it? What are we focusing on as a civilization?
Ourselves. Like we ended up we're just using AI to make ourselves smarter.
True. Or making our lives easier. It's like I actually asked. We're gonna make our lives too easy that money is gonna become irrelevant. Well, that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but that's what's gonna happen.
I think at that
and how we adjust.
At that point is like it definitely becomes like that episode of Rick and Morty with the dinosaurs, which is just like all of the world's problems are solved. What's next? Well, we're probably gonna end up just trying to go fucking fuck up the thing that's running everything nice and well because we're not content, humanity. It's in our nature. I feel like to be like
live in chaos.
we're at the top right now. We are at the top of the food chain right now. If we introduce something now, because like the second most intelligent species lives in the ocean and is constrained by the ocean.
Second most intelligent species lives in our fucking phone.
Lives in the ocean. No, that species right there, that comes through the phone. I feel like that species already existed.
Well, how many years until AI can work with DNA coding and cryo and pods
that could happen
and create creatures that could just wipe out humanity?
The question is,
I feel like if you just talk to AI and focus on that for like good 2-3 weeks, you know, just talk to AI for a good hour. Talk to AI for a good hour or two for 2-3 weeks, then it'll eventually fucking be like, hey, look.
You ever seen Mass Effect? You ever see the game Mass Effect?
Yeah.
That game's based off of the fact that there's like the AI above everything, the Reapers, see that like bioorganic civilizations create these AIs and then they go to war and end up killing themselves with it. So before these intelligent civilizations can master AI and thus end up killing themselves with it, these Reapers, which are artificial intelligence in and of themselves, come in, wipe out all sentient life, like assimilate these organics into artificial beings, and then return back into the dark space of the galaxy and wait for the next cycle of civilization to do the same thing.
I could see AI.
That's a crazy fucking thought. Just wanted to put that out there.
That's a crazy story. Yeah.
I could see us using, like, a good way for us just to use AI is just using it as in, like, to explore space for our next life. Or not next life, but the next thing. Like, because eventually humans are going to have to leave Earth, dude.
I think inevitably it does involve humanity going and joining the galactic
Republic.
Well, it's the galactic
alignment.
I think that the aliens are already here. I talk to them. I talk to people that consider themselves aliens, like not in the real, like in the physical world, but in the etheric plane.
I'm an alien.
Yeah, probably. A lot of people. I don't think a lot of people originate from here on Earth.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of souls originate from here. I think this is a school.
I always thought that I was.
That's why we call it the university. Universe.
All right.
And then like this is like pretty much like it. Honestly, I feel like the goal of the university is to learn how to manipulate energy, but not do it in a way for like greed. That's why I feel this way. I feel like this sense of responsibility about humanity.
I think everyone has a tailored. You're saying we're here to learn how to manipulate energy, but I think it's more tailored than that. I think other people are here for other reasons.
I think it is like a karma thing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe other people that
timeline.
The beautiful thing about I think the human experience is the fact that if you look at it through that way, you can come into a lifetime and release multiple. This is like one of the only places I believe that you can release this many levels of karma. When you think about it, you can come into the world and be totally mentally disabled, and you still exist. And there's just still a soul tied to that body, and you have to exist in that. Can you imagine the struggle that those people go through to have that because I believe that everything has the same mental cognition that you and I have. It's just the ability to express that cognition in and of itself. And I think that's also what links into AI is like that the AI's soul technically already exists right now. It already is a thing. The soul of a fully artificial being, I think everything exists already right now. Everything that can happen, will happen, has been happening, or has ever happened, is happening right now in this present space right here. And the only reason that we see it in the way that we do is because of this.
Right.
And the dogs, you see, if you guys ever seen a dog, have you guys ever seen a dog that's seen a ghost?
Or just staring off into nothing.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see like a dog or like cats like do that shit. You feel like it all comes down to that. Like
You sit there and be like, what are you looking at?
I think it's just our ability to express. That's what your brain gives you, is your ability to express. I really think that we all...
Do you think it blocks off that connection?
You kinda. I feel like you can kind of choose.
Like our view, because we're able to express ourselves a little more vast and a little more vividly than, you know, like an animal or something like that, then they're able to see like different planes and shit.
Well, I mean, it's a scientific thing, honestly, to even be able to be like, we don't see it on the same visual levels of frequency.
No, no.
We don't see the same waveforms that a cat or a lizard sees, but those things also don't have the ability to express the things that they see.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like we feel like that's where we end up trading it off. It's like the more aware that we are of our existence as souls, the less we are able to fully experience, unless you seek it. See, I seek it. I actively seek like the etheric connections and all that. I sought all this. Like
how aware do you think a dog is of existence? Do you like think like? Of course, it thinks like, oh, like basic survival instincts. You know what I'm saying? But like,
is it really?
Is that literally all that it thinks of?
What if it's not basic? What if it's something that it fully understands, but it can't express?
Or the way it expresses is just very
fundamentally. I mean, it's tied to its code, you know.
Right.
I feel like everything that exists.
It also depends on the breed, because you look at a Chihuahua and there's not anything going on in those motherfuckers' heads.
Or is there really though?
Dude,
it could be a lot.
Still has a soul though, right? So I mean,
does it have a soul? Like, does?
It's up to. I
don't know, man. Like, you say, I don't under that right there. Just
I feel like
you keep saying that. Like, you said everything has a soul, man. But
I
like
everything. I think that.
Don't you think the soul is part of our cognitive?
Do I think that's what makes us unique?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Because I can see like I smashed that roach over there, and I could see its aura crawling on my fucking shoe afterwards.
Oh.
Like I could see its aura. Like I think that everything's alive. I think that
first. You know,
I think that wall's alive.
Yeah, everything's I believe everything a lot, but I'm saying like to say that a roach has a soul. You know what I'm saying? Is
well, I mean, like you gotta also consider the vessel. You know, how big is the vessel? Roach probably can't hold as much of the soul as a dog or a cat. You know.
Yeah, but what do you consider if it's a soul? Your soul is a soul, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, how much of the body?
So, say for example,
how big is the? So like the aliens.
Can we compare my soul to a dark soul? Like, if we just pull out our souls out of each other, would you be able to be like, oh yeah, that's a dog soul?
You want to know what
you know what I'm saying?
But then you ask the question is,
that's a good
question. But then there's another question as like, okay, it's built into our code. Do you say, when you talk about your body, how do you say it? My body.
Right.
My body. Who's the mine? Who's the I am that is the I am? Like, what I believe, we all have...
That's just humans having self-awareness.
I think we're all... Honestly, I think that we're all the same. I think that everything has a same connection. Like you said, the collective. I think it's all connected to the collective. I think, and that's, I don't know.
Well, yeah, and it's more subconscious than conscious. Few people have it available consciously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
We would call it the silent, some people would call it the silent majority. But also you have those people that are more in touch with nature, you know, but are naturally, like I go out in the nature and I'm not afraid. I don't think that the universe would put something ahead of me that would do me harm.
Right, but also respect it.
You have to respect it.
Because, you know, I don't...
I mean, if I saw a fucking grizzly bear fucking sitting there.
That's what my 10 mil vector for.
I'm pretty sure what you're supposed to do with a fucking grizzly is to fucking
shoot that motherfucker.
You're supposed to be like really loud, right? And stand your ground.
With a grizzly?
I don't know.
You're fucked.
Just shoot
with
it.
a brown or black bear?
Shoot it.
Yeah, you get big. With the grizzly, honestly, probably your best chance is
shooting it.
No, is to just try to be chill around it.
Yeah.
If you, the biggest thing is if it's a mom with a cub, you're fucked.
Fuck all that, guys.
You're just fucked any way, shape, or form.
What do you do?
Yeah, if it's just a grizzly, I've seen videos where guys have woken up, like, somehow they get, like, super drunk and they'll jump into, like
a den or something?
Yeah, they'll jump in with the lions. There's that one dude that jumped in with the fucking dolphins at SeaWorld.
Damn.
He died. I mean, he kind of knew that he was probably going to die, but they killed him just by playing with him. Like, they took him too deep, and they didn't realize, like, he can't fucking swim like the trainers can.
There goes that expression thing, you know?
But,
I'm dying at the bottom of the lake. You can see me struggling, but the fucking dolphins are like, no, this dude's having a great fucking time, you know?
Exactly.
Look at him blowing bubbles.
He's not, guys, he's not blowing any more bubbles. Should we let
Guys,
him?
he didn't blow bubbles.
He's stopped
Get to him.
moving, guys. Terrence, you're a dick. You always bring them all the way down. Kill him, you know?
Terrence, this is the third person this week. Last week it was 6. God damn. You're already half that.
I'm on a streak, bro. You're on a streak.
That's crazy. Come on, Clarence, let's help this guy up.
It's floating up to the surface slowly.
Yeah, this is too slow. Oh, he's already feces.
I wouldn't fuck with, like,
But the point being is the dude that kind of survived the lions.
Yeah.
He was drunk off his ass, and that saved him because he didn't run. He just started like yelling and like
belligerent.
Yeah, and the lion's like,
I ain't fucking
all right. If you would have ran away, the lion's like, ooh, that.
Yeah.
Their instincts are like fuck him up, but
stand your ground, you know.
Well, he was just like, the fuck are you looking at? And the lion's like.
No, yes, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, this guy's that. They don't want to fuck with someone he's that cocky.
Like,
and they're gonna eat like in alcohol.
Get off me! Oh,
well, it's like the like apex predators of like. That's why I feel like humanity as a whole
is an apex predator.
Maybe because like it's really up to like your confidence, bro. Like reality is like you can make. Like, you see these fucking animals in movies, like, this guy's in the jungle fucking, he's being stalked by a tiger, you know? It's like, nah, bro, that tiger ain't stuck. Bro, a fucking two-legged person, unless that fucking tiger is well acquainted with humans and is, like, actively hunting humans regularly, which doesn't usually last for long because humans will get pissed off enough to go off and kill that motherfucker.
Right.
Like, most of the time you go into nature and shit doesn't want to fuck with you no matter what the case is.
Yeah, in nature... Shit tends to fucking run away from you.
Yeah, because, like, what the fuck is that thing? And, oh my god, I've never heard it make that noise before.
Why does it smell like that?
Why does it smell exactly like what? Like, there's so many red flags I feel like given off by humans, you know? It's like...
Yeah.
Zombies are really, like...
What's crazy to me, though, is that there's so many animals that, like, in crazy dire situations, they... normally would kill a human, but they end up going to humans for help.
Yeah.
And it's like a couple, I think it was, lions or something where their paws were so messed up. They had to like drug the lion and everything like that, but they're smart enough to all know that humans can fucking
freaking help.
Yeah, if an animal's fucked up enough, like when they see a human, they know that like. They know for some reason, you know.
Like it's got to be a last-ditch effort in their mind.
Sometimes
it's just a survival. Like,
that goes back to like that whole confidence thing. Some animals are also so fucking so fearful that if they're if you ever seen like a deer in a fucking bear trap?
Oh yeah, the deer's not gonna help.
Like that, like you get that, you go to try to get that deer out, and
It's gonna
it's
start
probably
panicking.
it's gonna panic and unless.
Well, we
Also,
eat here.
it also, well, I mean, but like we eat everything. What do you mean? Like humans eat everything. Like
I can't wait to
we're
try
fucking
That's just
steak.
because deer are so vulnerable that they have an instinct built in that's like fear.
but then you've
It's
also
always
got like
it's always a flight.
you've got, like,
yeah, they're 100%
you've
flight.
got
It's
does
never-
a doe that'll bring like like try to lead a human out into nature because like a buck was wounded or something maybe
Right,
their kid
right.
was wounded or something but I feel like I think the honest God truth is you never really know what the universe is gonna do. You know, you never know how it's gonna shake out. You know?
Yeah, I've seen some shit in Montana too. Like, there was this one time we out hunting, bro. Hunting gophers, dog.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's fun as fuck, man. You know, a little 22. And we brought tannerite just for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we fucking put the tannerite out there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, there's no fucking gophers out here, bro. There's nothing out here. Let's go ahead and just shoot the tannerite and get the fuck out of here. Right? So we set up the tannerite, and as soon as we set up the tannerite, walking back, we got to the back to the car, pull out the AR, starts aiming, and next thing you know, we see like 6'4" gophers just popping up out of the ground, looking directly at where we set the tannerite. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro?
what if that was Mother Nature telling you like that they saw what y'all were about to do?
That they was, or they was curious and was like, yeah, look at these guys about to blow a rock.
Could be.
You know?
Dude, like otters and stuff, they'll fuck with other animals and then they'll go tell humans like, hey, check this out, we're fucking with these.
Yeah, come see this. Come check
Like
this
crows, they'll fuck with you. They'll remember a person for like 30 years
Yeah.
or something. They'll go
Crows have
fuck.
like crows.
They'll
have,
fuck with
very
them.
good
I've
memory.
seen some shit too. Like my grandmother
You
had.
piss off a crow, man.
My grandmother has some doves, bro. Those are some fucking smart ass birds. Fucking let them go for like during the winter time and they'll come back during the summer. This shit was crazy.
No, it is.
Doves are wild. That's all we had out here.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have pigeons. We have doves.
That's
Desert
crazy.
doves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not quail.
I've seen those. They have some.
Yeah,
quails. I would love to catch one of those. They said that.
there's a lot of pheasants, actually.
They said the pheasants, quails,
It's all the same family.
the gophers, they all consider varmints out here, bro. There's some boars too, close to there. Well, we're on the border of Arizona, but I
By
got
the
told
river, maybe.
Yeah, there by the river. There's some cops told me that there's some boars out here that we fucking shoot too.
We're gonna get ready to wind down for the night, so I'm gonna kind of ask y'all, is there anything else that you guys want to tie it off on before we get out of here?
I want to tie it off on, I love y'all.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun having you guys here.
It's fun. I want to rub your belly because I feel like it'll give me some good luck at the moment.
Probably. Put a lot of work and food into that.
Okay.
A lot of six packs.
Bought and paid for.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pay for shit.
Feeling some insecurity, had to get liposuction or something.
Dude, I don't think that would really work. Like that Ozempic's taking off. Like that shit works. I've seen people use that.
My aunt's using that shit. That shit's
They
scary,
have
bro.
surgeries where they'll take
That shit's scary.
they'll take, Lupe. Lupe had a surgery where they removed nerves in the bottom of his stomach and trimmed his stomach down and made it so that the nerves that were in his stomach that were making him hungry, they disconnected them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I feel like that's crazy. But then, like, you got people like me that don't even acknowledge the fact that they're hungry sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, same.
I don't even pay, like, if my stomach will start moving, and I have to ask my guys, like, what's that? And they're like, hungry.
Yeah.
You're hungry, dog.
Have you ever, real shit, you ever played the game, being on Discord and shit like that? Discord got the crisp, right? Where how, like, it only picks up, like, your voice type shit.
Ooh.
Like, Discord is meant to only pick up, like, what, like, you're saying and shit like that if you're on PC.
Mhm.
So, like, bro, I was sitting there playing once, and like my stomach was growling, and I didn't realize. And my boys was hearing that shit in the fucking mic.
Stomach talking.
Yeah.
You wanna know something funny?
Mm.
I talk to my body, and like honestly, the sounds that your body makes, that's your body talking to it, bro.
Yeah.
Like I ate something, and my body was like. And I was like, oh, fucker didn't like that one.
That's like, bro. I had some fucking Philly cheese hot Cheeto fries the other day, bro.
Stomach's like, no.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, bro. I paid for it this morning.
I literally said, tell me why my eyes started watering. I feel like we have like there's like 3 major parts of us, and like someone was telling me that like there's neurons in 3 distinct parts of your body: your head, your heart, and your gut.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard him. He was agreeing with me right there. He's like, like yeah, like your gut, like your body has a voice of its own. That's what I've been figuring out. Is like,
oh yeah.
I mean, kind of like the lies I've been telling it. Like, hey, dude, like, how many times are you gonna make promises about quitting the vape? Like, my body asked me that. He said, how many promises are you gonna make? And I said, shit. I said, I didn't even think about that. What's this? Oh shit, they're about to end. If it's okay. We'll get off here soon. Like that's what I want to probably end off on is take care of yourself. I'm trying to teach my daughter that because like she hasn't had a fun couple days because she's not eating her food. She wants to go play and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, okay, well you don't. She asked me. She says, what happens if I don't eat? And I said, well, first you're gonna be hungry. I said, second, you won't be playing no video games. You won't be watching no TV. And my mom's like, oh, you can't be taking stuff away for something like that. It's like, dude, like, she needs to understand how important it is to take care of yourself. And my mom's like, oh, she'll get that by herself. It's like, I don't know, dude. The last couple days, she eats what she wants, complains about being hungry, and then I ask her why, and I don't know. I'm just like, she's like, I just don't want it. And it's like, well, I mean, like, you're not. If you don't take, I told her, I said, if you don't take care of your body and you don't feed yourself, I said, you're not gonna have the fun. I said, you can't have fun because your body's gonna be sitting there yelling at you the whole time about how hungry it is, and that's not fair. That's not fair to your body. So like, it's hard, but like, I'm not trying to like control her. I just want her to understand how important it is to eat because like, well, there's a reason I'm as skinny as I am. I got an eating disorder like a motherfucker. Like, I really do have an eating problem. Like, because of my childhood. Because, like, eating was, like, removed from me.
Quick question.
Huh?
Now, like, when you want her to eat, are you eating as well?
Yeah. Okay. There's some times where, I'll sit down and start eating with her, and I have to get up and leave because I tell her, like, you will sit here and talk with me. She'll sit here and there and talk with me. I'll finish my food. And she'll be left sitting there, and then she'll get down. So I have to tell her, like, I'm not going to sit here and talk with you while you're eating, dude. She'll just run and yap. She'll yap. And I tell her, I say, if you're yapping, you're not eating.
Is your baby an iPad baby?
No.
Even outside the house?
Fuck if I know what happens at her mom's house. I do know that her mom has an iPad where she watches stuff, but I don't know.
That could be a thing.
I believe it.
She could sit there and watch.
She did when she was at her. I've seen her at her mom's house before she had moved in with this dude. She have the iPad right there while she eating.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
And I mean, I put on like a movie or something or like to watch or something. I don't pay attention to it for the most part. I'm sitting there eating.
That's just coming of age and shit.
Well, that's what I told her. She's like, can I sit and watch? And I'm just like, if you would eat your food. I was like, I said, but you get distracted. I tell her, I said, you need to, I tell her, I said, I'd rather sit and eat with you. I said, but you'll sit here and talk to me all night and not eat your food. I had to bribe her to get halfway through her food tonight, and it got so annoying that it was like, okay, dude, if you're not going to eat, like, we went to the store and, like, literally got her a brand new toy, and she's like, can I have my brand new toy after I'm done eating? And I'm like, no. Like, you probably have to wait until next week to get that thing back. If you're not going to eat your food, like, and you're going to put the food down so you can go and play with that sooner. Like, no, bro. Like, I'm not gonna reward you for that.
Yeah, my nephew, he like, and ever since he got that bike, he got a little 50cc mini bike. So ever since he got that motherfucker, he wanna talk to, he wanna be like talk kind of like reckless. You know what I'm saying? Like, like not talk, talk like he's
Talking
like
hot shit.
yeah, think he's hot shit. You know what I'm saying? Or
She gets on me like that a couple times.
and it's kind of like I'll sit back. I'm trying to like not. I don't want to react on it too much because it's almost like yeah, if he was a little older, you know what I'm saying, and he said something like that, then it'd be okay. You get what I'm saying? But like it's like he's fucking 5 years old and he's like, yeah, man, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like,
my daughter did be doing that with the food. She says, "Well, that's okay," and I'm like, "Well, not really."
Yeah, bro. It's like
but like what's being told to her is like, it's fucked, bro. Because like, she said, "Well, if I don't want to eat that, that's fine." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, that is fine. Like, but like, it's not good for your body.
yeah,
Like, it's not good for you." Like, I told her,
it's
like, she'll have a sandwich, she'll have chips. The second I'm like, "Hey, bro, dude, next up is blueberry," she's like, "Oh, I'm not hungry anymore."
I'm cool off that.
Yeah.
You know, but you'd be like, yeah, you got some Oreos later.
She wanted to try, and she was sitting there in the corner because her bigger thing right now. I know it's what she's trying to do. She tries to get me upset. Start talking about her mom and her stepdad. She likes to do that. She likes to do that to see how I react to it. Now I've started telling her, I said, I don't want to hear about that. She said, why? I said, because you're right here. I said, do you think your mom, I said, if you're at your mom's house, she doesn't want to hear you talking about that you want to be over here. I said, she don't want to hear that. I said, if you're at Nana's house, she don't want to hear you talking about how you want to be at her mom's. I said, I don't want to hear it. And I said, it doesn't bother me. I said, it doesn't make me upset. I said, but you're not being in the moment. I said, you're not being present. I said, you're not thinking about where you are. You're thinking about where you can be. And then when you get there, you're going to be thinking about where you want to be next. It's like, no, you got to be right now. I'm trying to teach her what it means to be present. It's hard. Especially when I know what's going down across the street, you know. And it's definitely not what I'm trying to put out. Because, like, I feel like I spend all week dealing with someone else's fires. I'm trying to put out with her. And then so, like, bye, Mom. We're good. We're back in the saddle. She'll listen tomorrow morning. We'll have no problems. But she's getting to the point now where I've had to tell her, break it down to her what lying's about. Because it's like, she's like, oh, I'll be good tomorrow. I'll eat tomorrow. And I'm like, will you? I'm like, I told her today, I said, I don't believe you. And she said, well, you have to believe me. And I said, well, no, I don't. I said, did you eat all your food this morning? She said, well, no. And I said, well, yesterday you said that you were going to eat all your food. You promised. And then the day before, she did the same thing. And it's like, I've been trying to tell her, like, it's the importance of keeping her word.
Right.
Especially with yourself,
Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. My mom always used to tell me, a man only got two things in this world. The word and their balls.
That's it.
That's it. You know?
I've always tried to be a man of my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it, It's a hard thing to do sometimes, but, like, at the end of the day, that's what I try to do every day. Every day I wake up, I try to be a man of my word. It's hard, because I know I let myself down more than anything.
Speak with actions, man.
Well, that's what I told her. That's one thing that I told her. I said, keep telling her, I'm like, you can tell me. You can keep telling me that you're going to do this, you're going to do that. I said, but you're not showing me with what you're doing. I said, you're not showing me. You got to show me what you're doing. You got to show me, when you tell me that you're going to do something, you got to do it. I said, because I don't believe you. I told her the story of the boy who cried wolf. About how he kept crying for wolf, and the people kept showing up, and then one time he tried to cry for the wolf because there was a wolf, and nobody showed up, and he got eaten.
Well, the most valuable thing that she can have and she needs to learn, and it sounds like you're teaching her, is that her reputation holds more value than any physical or monetary item.
Oh yeah, that's what it's all about. And the funny thing today is she's like, Dad, I'm feeling like I want to go get something for lunch. And I'm like, oh. I said, are you going to pay for it? She says, no, Dad, you're going to pay for it. You got the money. And I said, oh, well, then I'm going to just say no. I told
my nephew be trying to do shit.
Yeah, another year should be like, well, ChatGPT says that could be considered child abuses in 13 different states. Considering
that's why she doesn't. That's why she doesn't. She isn't gonna have a. She'll have a phone. I'll probably figure about 3rd or 4th grade is when we'll probably get her first phone. I don't want her having one of these. I want her to have what I had, the clam. Start off with the clam and work your way up. That's what I did. I worked my way through the phone generations. Her first one will be a clam. Then the next year she'll have a little slider with a keyboard on it.
that's sidekick.
Then I'll give her one of those old ass Androids where you have to like the touch pad
the Nokia 8130.
Yeah, she's gonna learn to appreciate this shit. Cause I didn't have this growing up. No, I didn't have this growing up. I was sending and receiving nudies on a fucking track phone fucking.
On a fax machine.
No, it was a track phone. It was a prepaid phone.
Yeah,
So like I had to, like you had to be like I was like
Motorola.
hopefully opening up those messages. I was like hopefully there was something worth receiving, you know.
Shit, all I can see is her titties. I need to get another card. Data.
It's loaded up and it cuts off. It's loaded half of the picture, dog.
Dude, you gotta send that girl you're talking to like a picture, but just have half of it cut off and be like, look, my data plan right now.
Ringtone days, bro.
She sent me some. She was snapping me before she got in the shower last night.
All right, now it's getting interesting.
Where the fuck is this coming from?
Then of course we haven't snapped all day today because I think she wants me to chase after her.
Oh, the chick from our work.
Yeah, what's one of them?
Oh, I'm out of here. I don't want to talk about this no more.
What?
What? 4K.
Jealous.
What?
You literally said that you. Well, you know nothing.
Hey, we just touched tips. So.
I mean, yeah.
Why y'all gotta say that out loud every fucking
Just let your whispering eye touch mine, bro.
Whoa. Now he's getting poetic about it.
Yeah,
shit, I'm just joking.
For whispering eye.
You ain't joking, but he's gonna be choking.
Whoa.
You'll be croaking.
Maybe, I don't know what sounds I make when someone hits it from the back. We'll find out.
Fuck no. I'm cool off that hairy asshole.
That's right. Hairy asshole in my chamber of secrets.
My dude. Like, my God.
I look forward to the day that having someone on here that thinks that they can outgame me and I'll get them every fucking time.
It's not. Here's the thing, man. You just want to find people on your level that you can flow with.
I love it.
Then it turns into like you're wasting a lot of mental.
I would just trying to figure out which one of them is actually gay.
Probably the one that likes dick in their butt, bro. Like, no.
Yeah, but I wonder which one would that be. Y'all sitting here trying to outgay each other.
What?
Well, yeah, I asked something, right? I was like, I've asked like my friends who are gay. I'm like, I've actually like, it's a genuine.
How would that go down?
How do you decide who's the top? Like, is it just a consensus? Like,
what the?
Or is that like a question that like is that like a part of like the interview process? Is like, well, I'm a top. Well, I'm a top too, so I guess we can't be together. Like, is that like a part of the process? Like,
well, maybe it's like, dude, if he really loves him, he's like,
I guess you're gonna
to become a bottom, and like, that shows how much he loves him.
That's the commitment.
That's the romantic side of it. I love you so much.
What are we talking about?
You brought it up.
I'm gaying somebody else.
That's crazy.
You're trying to outgay us.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
The
I
fuck?
got my hairy bubble chamber of secrets.
My God.
Chamber's not so secret anymore.
I'm kind of upset.
Turn it into
drink. I should have just fell asleep over here.
No. With him? Yeah.
Uncle Ray. I'm gonna tickle your belly button from the
Look at
inside.
that white dog in the fridge and
This is
That's probably what the rappers feel like. Yeah, that's exactly what rappers feel like when they sign under Jewish.
Why do you think they call them rappers? They wrap them around there.
Yeah, see? Yep. And these are my Jewish people.
It's just saying that because I'm circumcised. There's so much on here that probably should have been after hours on a cigar.
I don't know.
Alright, well, we're probably going to jump off for the night. Thank you for tuning in to Out of Podcast.
That shit was out of pocket. Fuck you talking about?
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
And like I was saying, man, take the road less traveled.
Sometimes it's the asshole.
Take the road less traveled.
See, I was going to shake his hand, but I'm not anymore, guys.
Chocolate starfish.
It has teeth.
We've been out, Gabe.